Everybody wants money, but we don't want to talk about finance. And the moment that we start navigating our fear of looking at our money, so hi guys, my name is Ella. On this channel, I film about everything that allows you to add value to yourself as a woman, from motherhood to business tips to a little bit of fitness, and I also vlog about my life, so you get to see a little bit of what I get up to with myself and my family. So let's get right into today's video, because men are kind of sought to be like, oh, they don't talk about finance, they don't know anything about finance, and the men do it. Not to say that men don't do good in finance, they do, but it's important that as women, we empower ourselves with the tools and resources that allow us to navigate money, because we all want to be paid, we all want to have money. So even if you have a paying job, you have a business, or perhaps you're a stay-at-home mom and you still get income from your husband or whoever is supporting you, you have to be able to manage this finance so that you can have a more better relationship with money, and so that you can teach your kids how to navigate money. Because in the world that we live in, if you don't know how to navigate your money, you end up running into a lot of today problems. I wanted to come to you to just talk about how I manage my money and how I manage my finance, and perhaps it would help someone out there to start thinking about the process of managing the money. So the one thing that I do is to make sure that I have a budget. I know I always talk about budget on this channel, but I'm just briefly going to tell you what a budget is. So a budget just allows you to see what is coming in and what is going out. That is just it in a layman's terms. So in essence, if you have £500 a month, so let's say you earn £500 and you have £500, which now equates to your X amount of money. You spend £450 as well at the end of the month. So your Y money is 450, your X money is £500, just for the benefit of this explanation. So budgeting would allow you to know your 450, what are the itemized things that make up your 450. So in a month, does that come to the bills, your entertainment, clothing, feeding, kids, everything that itemizes to get you 450 at the end of the month? By laying that out and putting a picture on it and giving yourself notes on a daily basis, knowing what you're spending, knowing what itemizes to be that 450 as compared to your 500. Now remember that you still have 500 in the pot, and you've got your 4 itemized things that are making it 450. So in layman's terms, budgeting allows you to see what is this 450 containing, and why do I have 450, and how does this 450 come out of my 500 for me to have £50 at the end of the month. So you see, a lot of us don't do that at all, which means that at the end of the month, you might essentially be spending your whole 500 and maybe say having £5 left, but then you don't know what made up the 495. So first of all, about budgeting, one of the most essential tips I want to leave you with, and if you don't hear anything in this video, I need you to listen to this. You got to make sure that you are paying yourself first. So every time you get your income at the end of the month, at the end of the week, whatever that accumulates to what you want to spend, or what you classify as your income on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, bi-weekly, whatever it is, make sure that you adopt the 70-30 rule. Put in the comment section below if you want to learn more about the 70-30 rule, and I'll be sure to do a video about that. The 70-30 rule means that 70% of your earning goes to you. So that's right, you pay yourself first, and 30% goes to your bill. So now the aim of using this rule is to make sure that you are not laissez-faire with your finance. So basically, if you pay yourself first, what I mean pay yourself first is what you're going to put aside for your investment, for your kids, for your different types of investments that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, for your college, for your kids' college funds, for everything that pertains to you. For that. Yeah. And so 30% goes to who you are owing, so to go to your bills, the light bills, the feeding, everything. So all of that needs to fit in the 30%. And the reason why I say this is because using the 70-30 rule allows you to go out and hustle more, because if you know that the 30% is not enough for you to pay the bills, you're going to go out there to find more ways in which you can earn so that you can level up your 30%. So you see how the 70-30% can actually make you have a better mindset towards hustling and towards making more money. Whereas if you're doing it the other way around, you're not putting the bulk of your money for your bills and you're saving 30%. So in other words, you're already less aware of what comes out of 30%. So you're not eager to put more into that because you're thinking, oh, I'm saving, I don't know what it is, your 70%. Your 70% might add up to £1,000 a month. And you might just think, oh my God, I have so much money left over. But then in essence, your income hasn't gone anywhere. So you can be stagnant for a long time doing it the other way around, because now you're thinking, I need to pay this creditor, this creditor, this creditor, and all the people I'm in debt with, I need to pay them as quickly as possible. But that means you stay on the same level. I'm going to make a video about that. If you want to see that, leave it in the comments section and let me know, and I would be sure to come up with that video. So as I was saying, budgeting and managing your finance, the first thing is budgeting, making sure that you can see a visual picture of what you're spending, what goes in and what goes out. The second thing is, whilst you're doing that, I want you to be able to, I know a lot of us are savings, a lot of times we save, but a lot of people make a mistake by just having a general pot of savings. But that doesn't allow you to kind of like leave room for emergency. So like, for example, like myself, for our family, we have a pot where we have like everyday money, where everyday money goes to. We also have a pot that is kind of like medium to long term goals. So for example, when we want to buy a house or do something major, that goes into a different pot. So I have a sinking sand account. That means that this is where I go to when I am desperate. So basically, I put some money there to know that when I'm desperate and I really need something, I don't need to go to my long-term funds. I would go to my sinking sand. And I also have an inconvenient bank account. Inconvenient bank account is where I put things that are over my long term. So my inconvenient bank account just means that I can't get access to that account that easily. So it means that for me to go to there, I would have exhausted all my other saving platforms before I go to my inconvenient bank account. Because you see, for me to actually do anything in that account, it has to be, maybe I need to go into the bank. I don't have a card for that. I don't have I can only see it online, but I can't do much with the account. And this just helps me to keep track of my money. The next thing, I have my notes here. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is to make sure that whilst you're doing all of this and you know how your finances is going and you're having a better relationship with your money, don't forget to be on top of your bank statement. And if you've been following me for a long time, you know there's something I call the fear of bank statement. The fear of bank statement, a lot of us have it, and it's just because we grew up with that. We didn't see our parents checking their statements, having meetings at the end of the month. But if they did, they never made that clear to us. And also teaching your children how you're saving this, how you're doing savings. Like I teach my kids, they've got piggy bank, but at the end, I also teach them how to interact with money. So for example, if they wanted something that they really liked, I would give them a task on what they're going to do so that they can earn something, or maybe give them a time frame that they need to put money in their piggy bank so that they're able to spend that money, or perhaps reward them when they do something good. So the reason why I do this is to make sure that I'm educating them that things don't come that easily, and they have to have a better relationship with money. They have to be able to know what money does and how they can have relationships with money so that they are able to manage their finances when they get older. The next thing I do with managing my money and able to be stable with money is to look for investments. So remember I said the 70-30 rule? So in that 70 part of it is also investing. And there's so many ways that you can invest. The thing that me and my husband talked about recently is that if you're always buying a certain brand every time, or maybe you love a certain, say like Disney, you love going to Disney, the kids love going to Disney, have you bought a share in Disney? I just feel like if you're always going to Disney and you're investing in Disney, it's only right that you get like a little part of what Disney is offering. It's only part that you own a little bit of Disney. So if we cultivate the habit of actually buying little shares in what we spend more into. So if you spend more in a particular shop, why don't you see if you can buy shares in that particular, for that brand or that shop? That way you're able to be getting returns on when you spend. So when you spend, you're actually feeling like a CEO as well, like the owner as well. So you're spending, but you're getting a little bit out of the investment when other people spend. So that's a little bit of tip that I am trying to do, that we're trying to do as a family. So for every brand that we love and we buy the most, we have made a decision that we are going to start buying shares from those brands, and just make sure that we own a little bit from that brand. Other ways where you can invest is have index funds. Index funds are a little bit more safe, less riskier for those of us who are not very don't know much about financial investing, but we don't really like to invest in something that's very risky. Index funds is something that you can, very invest very easily in. You can put just a little bit of money. Oh, this is a disclaimer, I am not giving you financial advice here. Before you do, please make sure and let me know in the comment section if you want the 70/30 video, and what is your relationship with money? How are you doing with money? What do you do to manage your finance as a mom? I've given you a lot of tips in this video. Let me know which one you're going to be implementing in the comment section below. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out our other channel, which is ATURBRIDGE. If you're a mom or if you're a woman who has had a break and you're looking to get back in, perhaps there's somewhere that you're not having the confidence, or maybe you have an idea that you want to turn into your business and you don't know how to start, or you're looking to get back into work and you just need something that would set you on the right path. Check out our new channel called ATURBRIDGE. I'm going to link it here or somewhere in this video. It's called ATURBRIDGE. Please check us out, like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on our next video. Bye bye. Advice from your financial consultant.